Good evening and welcome to Flat Earth United with me, Nathan Oakley, and Martin Liedtke. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon.
Crazy day I've had, but I'm here now.
Yeah, me too. That's beyond most of our comprehension. It is mind-fracturing, it is mind-altering, it is huge. We have been subject to the biggest deception in mankind's history. And what are we talking about? Mark Sargent and when a website was registered. It is pathetic. You know, we should all be talking about...
And the rest. It's just all of it. It's just, to me, Nathan, I've always said the same. It's just, to me, it's just superficial bullshit. I can't even believe people are that shallow and would lower themselves to. It's just, these are real people with real feelings. You've got people crying, personally affected. This stuff got to stop. This is just... All right, we've created this arena. It's new to us all. We're our own little television stations, and people can project themselves. All right, I get it. But when you got people mincing other people, and people are like waking up and crying and personally affected, that can't be right. That just can't be right. This is something else. You know, it's balancing on mental cruelty on a lot of scales here. I don't think that got to stop. There's got to be a line that's got to be drawn somewhere in this movement with the way people are treating one another. It really has to stop. You know, we're all human beings. This is fucking disgusting. Things I've seen today and the spew in the last week, I've seen it all. I don't go there because basically it's just, for me, I just think it's all superficial bullshit. But I watch them all beat one another up, bouncing one another, and it's just, I feel it immature. I feel it's just like school kids. To watch it is ridiculous. And from the outside perspective, Nathan, anyone looking in is going to run a mile. They're going to think, Jesus Christ, what a fucking kook show, and they're going to run a mile. It is absolutely excellent diversionary tactics, whatever's going on, to keeping people away from this movement and stopping and stemming any flow of us getting any bigger. Now, I'm not going to be saying that I'm psychic or anything, but I pulled this a week ago. I was saying, well, we're getting really big. Isn't this swimming along? And then, boom, the whole movement is in flux. Again, well, we've been here before, Nathan, with all this shit, haven't we? With all these things flying around many times, 3 years almost now. It's old. This movement is far too precious to most of us in it. And we need to prioritize what is important to us. And like you said, Nathan, there's nothing more important than the shape of the earth and everything else that's attached to this awakening. Is so profound. It's paradigm changing for everyone, and we all need to appreciate this. To me, it's more spiritual. You know, a little bit different to yourself, Nathan. I think that God's calling out, and He wants us to find out what. You know, this place is in a terrible state, and that's what I'm doing. Yeah, but all of this, this mindless arguing, is just beyond me. Everyone needs to sit down, reevaluate, and think of the importance of what's going on here. I think. You know, evaluate, you know, whether it's just, you know, a waste of time, or are we actually really trying to achieve something here? Because, you know, we keep backtracking on ourselves by arguing and stemming the flow when we're rushing ahead. It makes no fucking sense to me. People can't see beyond that, beyond diversionary tactics, especially with the time coming up to a really big time in Flat Earth where, you know, they're going to be getting all this attention and the potential to maybe wake billions. Maybe, yeah, very well could wake millions in the next month or so. That's maybe not wanted, is it? So what happens? Somebody comes along and it's like a little twister in the flat earthers, and everybody's in that twister. A few people fly out. That's how I feel it metaphorically. It's horrible to watch when I care so much for these people, and you see them all arguing and crying, and it's all about nonsense. All of it is nonsense. A lot of it is
exactly, Martin. It's nonsense, and I've been getting videos shared with me of garbage, just total garbage, and I'm sick of it, to be honest. You know, people saying, "Have you seen this person?" And you go, "Well, what's it about?" Thinking it's going to be some clever concept or some great idea, and it's some drama about some person that's hurt their feelings. And frankly, I don't have any sympathy for these people because you allow yourselves to be hurt. You know, if you don't like other people who are slagging you off, keep well away from them. Don't engage with them. Don't react to them. Just ignore them, especially when there's there's important stuff to be talked about. There's groundbreaking things that are happening all around us every single day.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm doing stuff on my channel that's getting everyone really excited, and I'm like just trying to power ahead. I won't let anything sort of, nothing like that, you know?
But it's showing the weaknesses in people's research. You know, there's stuff that's coming to me on the grapevine, and it's debunkable within 30 seconds. Yes, admittedly, because I've been around for a couple of years and know the score with most of these things anyway.
Now, Nathan.
But you just see people sending me garbage messages about people, and I'm sick of it. It's like, what happened to people asking serious questions, asking fundamental questions about the nature of their existence and the reality of the world that they live in? You know, big questions, exciting stuff. This is really exciting. Why are we getting in a tiz about other people? You know, people that are pretty much insignificant in the grand scheme of the deception that we have all suffered. You know, this is an internal thing for me. This is something that's massively important and exciting. And what am I talking about? The drama between two dickheads. It's just pathetic. I'm sick of it. For God's sake, the Earth is flat.
Anyway, it's easy to see through anyway, Nathan. It is, and it's a flaws in character and all of that. And it's just, I'm not saying it's weakness. It's just a lot of strong personalities in it, and they all tussle for this alpha fucking thing going on. To be honest, all of that's beyond me. I just can't even lower myself to even go on that level with people. I just don't want to do it. I want to rather help people.
What are these people tussling for, Martin? Because we've already had somebody. Let's take Math Powerland as an example. We've already had people come along, and I think it was Dan Pratt. Give kudos to Dan Pratt, saying nobody recognises who started the race. Who cares? So if you've got all of the other people tussling for what? Power in flat Earth? We had Vegan Warrior earlier saying the reason this is gaining steam is because it's leaderless. You know, there is no leaders. It's nonsense. So people scrapping for what? More subs? Is this a YouTube thing? People are jealous of other people with more subs and more views than them? What? I just, for God's sake.
I'm getting fucked with all the time. I don't bother with anyone. I do not rattle anyone's cages. I still get it. And that's not even, you know, that's from flat earthers. Isn't that strange?
People calling each other out as shills, and again, I'm going to reference another person. We've got David Weiss, who was, when the subject of Eric Dubay came up, and they were claiming he was a shill in a group conversation, and David Weiss's attitude was, if he's a shill, give me 20 more like him. Because ultimately speaking, Eric Dubay is telling people about the Earth being flat. From there on in, it's down to me as an individual to make my own discernment and my own judgment once I've realised that I've been deceived. From that point, thank you very much for the information, Eric. From this point on, I can take or leave anything you have to say. And the same applies for everybody in Flat Earth. Obviously, as an individual YouTuber, not a flat earther, I want people to subscribe to my channel. I say at the beginning of my videos now. And I'm all for watching the videos about building up my channel. But what's not going to build up my channel is me slagging off Nextman. You know, that's not going to help anybody. I just don't get it. You know, you can see the title. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail I made.
I've seen a lot of it going past, but it's accelerated. People are getting more vicious and more offensive. And more coordinated in what they do. It's fucking sinister as hell, honest to God, the way people think. It's not like it's a rude awakening to me, Nathan. It's, as I said, it's all hat now. But like I say, people are just getting nastier and spitefuler. And there's got to be a line drawn somewhere. What do people want? Somebody to go and fucking do something drastic? You know, these people are getting really upset. People are getting really moved. You know, this is, you know, and it's not just the people who are actually involved, Nathan. There's hundreds of people, or maybe, you know, more, that have got like feelings for different people involved in these matters, and they're emotionally involved. So there's a ripple effect, and then that goes outwards to their families too. This thing, you know, affects a lot of people. For what? For zip. For fucking nothing. For somebody's ego problems. It's just nuts.
So you're saying it's people's personal problems being brought into this arena because it's social, in the respect that YouTube is quite sociable with the chat rooms and such? Because I'm positioning this that it's literally just people jostling for position in a leaderless movement. And maybe it's not. Maybe it is just literally just personality clashes that are making their way on air, rather than, you know, and then people discussing it, which is even worse.
Yeah, it's long, strong personalities. You're right. Oh, it's difficult, Nathan. I don't know these people. Imagine what could be achieved if they all teamed up together.
Well, no. Not if they all team together. If they all just started to shout from the rooftops the reality of what they've discovered, that would be far more useful. You know, about 2 years ago, I made a video saying the Earth is flat. Shout it from the rooftops. You know, I've forgotten his name now. It's so long ago. But Mark's partner from Strange World used to call it flat Earth spray. You know, just going out and telling people about it. Why the hell not? That was what I saw YouTube as a platform as being useful for. Me being able to shout it from the rooftops that I've discovered that we're being lied to on a massive scale. You know, that we aren't living on a sphere, that we haven't got pictures of Earth from space, that the physics of water defies what they tell us about gravity. All of these things are amazing. You know, none of them were in my cognition because of brainwashing. And the brainwashing, the deception, the subliminal messages, if you want to span into the devil programming and the Illuminati, all of this stuff is what's moulding our existence. And it shouldn't be. I'm the one in charge of my judgment and my belief systems and my own experience. I'm the arbiter of my own existence. And I don't choose to let other people who are being nasty to me affect me by constantly going back up to them and going, don't be nasty to me. It's just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. The Earth is flat and we should shout that from the rooftops. Not shout, did you know that this particular individual in Flat Earth may have had a website back in 2010 and that might mean that he's actually dated? What? It's like, who gives a crap? Literally, who cares?
But it's the realm of conspirators. Everyone's going to do this, but you know, but you got to put it into context. I know, yeah, it's what they like. God help us, it's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I describe this as a show to bitch slap some conspiratards and get them to actually realise that we've got something a lot more important going on than other people's feelings about you. You know, get a grip, people, get a grip.
Please, I will.
Anyway, Martin, I think, is there anything you can add to give these idiots a bit of a slap around the face and say, look, the Earth is flat, let's get back on track and start talking about that a bit more, eh?
I don't know, somewhere along the way, a lot of people sort of got lost. I don't know, things went strange. I've had people that have come close to me, that only come close to me to sort of hurt me in one way or another. Really strange, hurt my channel, my rep, whatever. But besides all that, I'm willing to just think that that's just people's egos, like maybe wanting more views, whatever. I don't know, jealousy. I don't even care anymore. But like you say, Nathan, I think that, even if it was from this point onwards, if everyone could just focus on the job at hand, that we found out the Earth is flat. Is there anything bigger? Like you say, Nathan, I had family members reporting me on YouTube for a video that they agreed that I could put up. Oh, it really upset me. Because of my beliefs, my family, well, not my beliefs, my knowledge, I hate that word. I get like a lot of personal issues. Even this first thing this morning, I had a near fight over my being flat Earth again. So twice in one day, I get this on my personal level. I come online and I want to just concentrate on making good content for the people, truthful content, get to an answer together, in the interim periods while everyone's waking up, try and do it right. And all I got on my fucking feed is people like children just bickering with one another about stupid shit. And the source of it all has been the same source of it all for quite some fucking time. People just want to see whatever they want to see for whatever fucking reason. But I'm a big believer in the fullness of time, things always show. And the shit that's been caused in the last 2 or 3 weeks has just been spewing and spewing and spewing. It'll run its course like everything does in this. And then things will start to show like they always do in this. Because these lot, Nathan, all your crowd, all my crowd, all the flat earthers, they're a clever bunch of people. And they can fucking think and see for themselves. And the shit's out of detective work as well. They all are. Can't pull a wool over any of these people's eyes so they can make their minds up for themselves. They don't need any one person fucking coercing with just a bad mind. People are beyond that, I believe. So I believe in the fullness of time, and it won't take long either. Things will work out, but people need to stop this silly shit. It's got to fucking stop. I don't want to.
I agree with you, Martin. And
on these people, I don't want to flip out, Nathan, and say how I really feel about it. I'm really keeping cool here. I am upset, Nathan. I am upset about it. I'm upset about seeing friends cry.
But this is a good point. You are upset, Martin, because without getting annoyed, you engage with this stuff all the time. I don't, and I'm getting annoyed with what I get on the periphery. The drips and drabs. Half the time, I'll go on. I went on with Rand's show on Flat Out Elected the other day, and
I heard it.
He started telling me about some of the gossip. I had no clue about it, but immediately I could tell it was poison. Just pure poison. And this is let's spin it positively. For anybody who's watching this that wants a really top tip, how not to be miserable, it's the keep away from monsters. If there's monsters everywhere, you can't kill them. You can't stop other people engaging with the monsters, but you can exercise your own judgment, you can exercise your own free will, and you can keep the hell away from them. It's really, really easy. Just keep away from them. They will continue to do their thing, and let them. And if you do that, number one, hold on, Martin, hold on.
I never let.
Hold on, Martin.
Sorry.
Just number one, you'll be happier for having not engaged with that garbage. Yeah, that's the first thing. And number two, if you're at the moment engaging with it and saying we should shut down this person, all you're going to do is create that negativity, and it will come back karmically if you want to look at it that way. And as a whole, all we're doing is keeping ourselves as a whole down. And by just literally not engaging with people that are spewing hatred your way, whatever, you don't need to go to their channels, you don't need to leave them comments, you don't need to tell people to rise up against them, and I'm going to name some names. You've got people like Flat Earth Reset constantly going after IPS, and Patricia Steer and Mark Sargent. It's like, if you don't like them, don't watch them. He's one of their viewers, he's one of their fans, he's watching all their videos. It's like, it's easy. You don't watch, they'll be a little bit less popular, you moron. Don't watch their stuff. It's easy. And by doing so, you as a channel will chances are actually produce some decent stuff rather than purely about people. And the same goes for everyone else who's on this constant vibe, this boring people vibe. It's just boring, it's just dull, it's just lowbrow, it's just pathetic.
If I concentrated on that, I'd never make a fucking video. I wouldn't make any content or do any research if I concentrated or looked at any of that going on. Honestly, just soak up all my time with bullshit. I ain't doing that with my life. I'm just not. I'm sure loads of us think. What a waste of time.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't think this stream's a waste of time. I think you should all like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And I'm going to say a massive thank you to Martin for joining me at short notice to moan about everybody who's been talking about people and drama.
Like you say, creating this connection with people who are just bad vibing, Nathan, it creates that, and it just... it just drags you down. It's a waste of time. Just don't even, engage. Just get on with your own life. It's good advice, Nathan, I think. Really.
Yeah, definitely. No contact ever again with the monsters, and research Flat Earth. And with that note, I'll say a massive, massive thank you to our audience for joining me and Martin on this impromptu live stream. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I've been Nathan Oakley. I'll see you all in the next video.